Today, we're going to be cutting some of the worst material on the planet on the smallest 3-axis mill we have in our shop. All right, so what's the worst material in the world? Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's this solution-hardened 718 Inconel we have here. Now, normally, for running a material like that, you're gonna want a big, beefy, rigid machine, not, this little tiny X5 here. But not only are we gonna use the SYIL X5 to make this part, we're also gonna be running this Inconel at 1,500 surface feet. Now, that's higher than a lot of people run aluminum. So first of all, this machine has a 20,000 RPM spindle. So the first question I ask myself is what tooling is available to make use of that spindle speed while decreasing our overall cycle time of our part. So the first part of our solution is going to be to run a ceramic end mill. Now, ceramic end mills are funny. They can't be used for finishing because they generate so much heat you end up kicking up a big burr. Second of all, something you may notice is that a ceramic tool is not going to have as much time in cut as a carbide end mill does. The reason for this is because a ceramic end mill is going to move so much more material during the same amount of time than a carbide end mill can. Now, when you're machining heat-resistant alloys like Inconel, what happens is you're generating a lot of heat during the cut. Now, if your material's heat resistant, then the heat's going to take the path of least resistance and go usually into your cutter. Now, when you're using a ceramic end mill, all the heat's going to start going out with your chip instead of into your part or into your cutter. Now, when you're using a ceramic end mill and a heat-resistant super alloy, the heat's going to want to go out with the chip because both your cutting tool and your workpiece are resistant to the heat generated during the cut. And the last cool thing about a ceramic end mill is if the tool does get hot, ceramic doesn't care. Whereas carbide, if it gets super hot, it starts chipping and breaking the cutting edge down. And in case you guys didn't know, we are the national distributors for SYIL machines. So if you want to take a look at getting one of these in your shop, either email Keith@titansofcnc.com or visit our website. So without further ado, let's check out this ceramic end mill and make some fire. Ready to rumble. My end mill is a burning ring of fire. Now, how many of you out there can say that you've run 1,500 surface feet in a material like 718 Inconel? Without ceramics, that would be impossible. Now, when you're running with a ceramic end mill, you want to make sure that you're running on a setup and on a machine that are super rigid because ceramic end mills are super sensitive to instability. Ceramic chips a whole lot easier than carbide does. But that said, we're running this on our SYIL X5, so we have plenty of rigidity for this tool to survive, and the proof is in the pudding. Man, this machine is so stable. You know what I should do? Go get a cup of water and put it on here and see if it shakes like the T-Rex. Oh yeah, oh man. Everybody's like, oh, those machines ain't that rigid. It's probably like a Tormach, weak sheet metal. No. Cause Barry, you're a firework. All right, now when it comes to the finishing, we're not gonna use our ceramic end mill like we talked about. The heat it generates creates too much of a burr. But we have here our trusty Harvey 4 8-flute end mill with chip breakers and through coolant. Now, it doesn't matter what you guys are cutting out there. If you want a tool that's gonna outlast whatever it is you're using, this is it. So if you haven't given the Harvey 4 a chance yet, you really should. I've talked to a lot of people out there who have made a lot of gains in tool life, so give this a shot. You're not gonna regret it. All right, now that we're ready to finish our spherical dome on the part, we're going to be using the Harvey 3 Arrow ball end mill. Now the reason that we're using the Harvey 3 Arrow and the Harvey 4 on this part is because these tools excel in materials like Inconel. Fun fact, my buddy Dustin Parker out there was running some different brands of end mills. He was getting 8 parts per tool. We switched to the Harvey 3 Arrow and now he's getting 88 parts per tool. Proof is in the pudding once again. All right, so check this bad boy out. Ceramic made pretty quick work of this part. We still had a slow finishing process because you have no choice but to use carbide for that. But overall, good looking part, fast cycle time. That's exactly what we were looking for. And our SYIL X5 did a phenomenal job of handling this tough material. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon.